Tune in and watch Lori and Amelia as they talk health and wellness, keep you in the know, highlight do-gooders in promo, and spill the tea in Never Have I Ever. And now it's time for the rundown.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Good morning. It is morning.
Good morning. Whatever time of day it is, wherever you are.
Yes.
Welcome to the Rundown. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We are on episode 95. Close to the big one, hundo. Getting there.
Hit it this year.
I know. I'm so excited. So for anyone that doesn't know and is joining us for the first time, I'm Amelia Madl with Promo Corner, and my lovely co-host here is Miss Lori Bolton of Totally Bamboo. We'll go into our sponsor.
Sorry,
and I'm going to read it because I can't think straight right now. So shout out to Keystone. The folks over there are awesome. Keystone has been providing distributors with classic and best-selling promotional items since 1992. I know some kids in promo that weren't even born in 1992, so that's a long time. With a broad line of water bottles at their core of their line, they also feature top styles from categories ranging from drinkware to totes, first aid items to household products, hand fans to desk accessories, and more. They have unwavering commitment to delivering value pricing in all categories and sell exclusively to the promotional products industry. So go check them out at KeystoneOnline.com. Whew.
Thank you, Keystone.
Thank you, Keystone. Thanks, Pete. I haven't seen Pete for a while. We've been on opposite circuits.
Yeah.
Traveling.
There's so much going on, right? Constantly.
I know. So how are you? Obviously, I think I sound like I'm holding my nose and talking underwater, but I can't really tell because I can't hear because my ears are plugged. So how are you, Lori?
I'm good. I still feel, Mark's like, are you still sick or is it allergies? I'm like, no. I think I'm still on the tail end because I'm still a little nasally, but I don't think it's allergies, but who knows? So you move to a different state and allergies may happen, but I'm feeling amazing. We leave for Hawaii in just a couple days. So super excited about that. It's work. Mark's only coming for 2 days.
Oh.
I know. And then he's on a red eye because he has to be in Toronto. So we're both on the move right now. Super busy, but we're going to have a couple days just to relax and enjoy and do nothing.
At least it's not a super far flight from Phoenix. So like for him to get there, it's not
7
a big
hours.
deal. Oh, it is 7 hours still?
Yeah. So, and it's a direct flight, like maybe 6. If we get tailwinds, whatever that means. Whatever tailwinds means. But it'll be fine. Like we've got some stuff we're working on. So it'll be a good time on the plane to talk about that, like an uninterrupted, no cell phone time, So looking forward to it and eating, and we're going to do Pearl Harbor. He hasn't done Pearl Harbor, and we're going to hike, I think, Diamond Head. So excited about that.
That sounds amazing.
I know.
Well, I have been traveling nonstop this month, and the traveling gods looked down on me and spit and laughed and gave me all their germs. So I've had, in the course of 30 days, I've had COVID, bronchitis, and now a sinus infection. So doing awesome. I do want to talk about the LDC, the Leadership Development Conference, but I'm going to hold off on that for the if you know, you know. But my exciting stuff coming up is we have homecoming, and my daughter was nominated as a homecoming queen candidate. So we are doing like a little parade, and my husband's driving the truck, and all the candidates are in it. And then Friday night at the football game, we walk her out on the field, and like they announce all the stuff and activities she's been in, and we get to find out if she wins or not. So I'll know by the time this drops. So I will post a picture of her crying out of excitement or crying out of losing. I don't know. Maybe she'll just probably be crying.
I love it.
Have that going on. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to like get better here in 48 hours so I can be good on Friday.
Yeah, you're beyond Dayquil, but it's got a little bit of caffeine in it that does help you like get that little bit of motivation that you need to go. I'm sorry, Amelia.
I know. I'm getting my meds. I'm getting some meds. I just went to the doctor again. They're like, give me a higher dosage. Give me a higher dosage.
Crazy.
All right. So what do we have with Living with Lori? Obviously, I'm not doing anything to support my immune health, but do you have something else?
Yes, I love this. So electrolytes, we see them everywhere. People, there's ads, electrolytes. I drink water from Costco, from Trader Joe's that have electrolytes in them. So these are naturally high electrolyte foods. And just really quickly, people think that this is a buzzword just for athletes. It's not. These tiny minerals work wonders for our bodies. They keep us hydrated. They support nerve and muscle function and promote hormone health and more. So really super important electrolytes. So you've got sea salt, lemons, which I talk about my lemon water all the time in the morning, Parmesan, you've got your salmon, your Greek yogurt, potatoes, avocado, bananas, and olives. And you can see underneath like where you're getting it. So you've got your sodium, your potassium, calcium, magnesium, and you can choose. There's got to be, I know, no salmon for my Miss Amelia friend here.
No salmon and no avocados, but other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, so this is good for a natural way to get your electrolytes within your food. I love olives, I have to be honest. I think I mentioned that when Mark took me to the olive mill. He doesn't like olives. I love it, and I try to do like a half an avocado every day. So good. And I actually, instead of sea salt, I use Himalayan salt, pink salt. It's really good for you. So that's my Living with Lori. Electrolytes are not just for athletes, but for all of us. Great, great health benefits.
So while I was traveling, I do I usually travel with like a liquid IV just to get more. And I also found ones, they're Pedialyte, which I'm guessing they might be healthier because Pedialyte's really geared more towards kids. So I thought it maybe had less sugar or something in it. So I bought some of those. I did eat a banana. I did eat yogurt for my breakfast. I only use sea salt, and I do have pink Himalayan sea salt as well. So I don't even use regular sea salt, even when I'm cooking. I just don't let the kids see, and that's what I use. So I'm trying to do all that good stuff. I'm working.
Good. As we start putting little pieces together of the Living with Lori, tips, you're going to have a nice little well-rounded space, if you will.
Okay. One day I'll make it.
I'm still trying, girl. I'm still trying myself. So
one day at a time. Okay. Well, Lori, I've called upon you. I was like, I was literally on the road 2 weeks straight. I just got home. Didn't really have time to prep. I'd kind of been out of it. So I was like, Lori, you got to know some stuff. So Lori, what do you know?
What do I know? I did homework. I told you I got you, girl. I got you. Okay.
This is how a relationship works.
Yes. Communication, trust, and follow through with your words, right? It's simple. Not so simple. But Keith Lofton is now the VP of National Accounts for Gold Star. So congratulations, Keith. Great job. Huge. Looking forward to seeing him. And then we've got a massive East Coast port strike. Started less than 12 hours ago. And 50,000 members of the International Longshoremen Association went on strike at midnight last night. It's the union's first strike in nearly 50 years. So that is definitely going to impact our industry. Interesting that, this is my opinion now, interesting that we are 12 weeks from Christmas and there are probably millions, billions of dollars on these containers that are coming in from overseas for holidays. So I expect this will be resolved pretty quickly, but what do I know? If it's the first strike in 50 years, are they wanting like 50 years worth of money? Are they like, I don't, who knows, right? Who knows? Another, if you know, you know, Hanes Brands completes their sale of Champion to Authentic Brands Group. It's an intellectual property management group, and that deal is worth $1.2 to $1.5 billion. Huge deal.
Billion.
Billion.
Let me just go check my couch cushions. I might have some spare change I can probably match. I'll match that. It's fine.
Yeah. Is that crazy? Huge deal.
That's crazy.
And the Authentic Brands Group has like 9 West under their brand. They have some other retail brands under their umbrella. So this just adds to their portfolio.
Wow. Wowzers.
I know. Big stuff.
Okay, well, I wanted to talk about, for if you know, you know, the Leadership Development Conference. So not so much about the conference per se, but one of the things that they did this year that is new, this was my 3rd year, so I don't know if they've done it before that, but this was my 3rd consecutive year, is that they brought in the Rising Stars at the same time that the regionals were there. And then they also had reached out to people that had been nominated as emerging leaders, like young upcomers in the industry, and invited them in. And what we found was there's a huge disconnect between the younger generation of promo and the people that have been in it forever. So many of I say the kids, because everybody, they were like all under 30, they didn't even know about a regional association. They didn't know what they were, what they did, or that they existed. So I am challenging everybody out here that's a manager, a supervisor, an owner, make regionals part of your onboarding process when you are bringing somebody in, especially if they're in sales or a role where they need to be, you know, intermingle with people, introduce them, let them know that there's a regional association. Even if you don't necessarily participate on your own, at least give them that information so they can feel that sense of community and get involved and learn from other folks and get mentors or mentees and just have a broader knowledge, and it will serve everybody well. So
I think it's brilliant. So I attended 4 times, but this is back when I was president of SAC in 2016. So this is, you know, a long time ago. I think that was a brilliant move. And I think the key to this is going to be, to your point, there's got to be now a call to action, right? So how are you going to influence, mentor new people coming in? You've got to be aware of them. So yes, it comes back to people in leadership roles, business owners, to say, you know, we're going to invest in you. And this is what the onboarding looks like. Again, I'm sure PPI is working on some type of course or onboarding or something. But I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. So the kids, the young ones, they were like, we don't know what we don't know. And if, you know,
right,
we're just coming into the industry out of college, like, wow, we don't know this stuff exists. So what they did, it was a 2-day conference, or a day and a half at least. And so they had us together for the like keynote speakers. And then when it got into specific topics that were really geared more for the regionals, they would break out the rising stars and emerging leaders, and they had different things going on for them in the adjoining conference room. So they didn't all do the same thing, because a lot of stuff wasn't applicable, but it did give them learning opportunities. And then they got to intermingle with everybody for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and cocktail receptions and all that.
I think it's brilliant. Great move, PPAI, to have the vision to say, these are our rising stars in our industry, and here are leaders in our industry in the respective associations, to connect them in some way, because it'd be great, obviously, to get them on a board or at some capacity, right?
Yep, absolutely. So very exciting stuff. Can't wait. Stay tuned. Watch. I know we mentioned in our last episode Rising Stars. So go meet these people. I met. Oh gosh, one of the kids was 19, and I recognized him from his picture. So I went up and introduced myself. I was like, "Hi, you don't know me. I saw your picture." He's like, "You saw my picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're the 19-year-old rising star." And he's like, is that how old I was? I was like, yes. Are you even old enough to be in a bar? You shouldn't even be here. He's like, I'm Canadian.
Oh my gosh,
It was so funny.
19. I could be his mama, no problem.
I was like, do you know what kind of stuff I was up to at 19? Not getting awards and recognitions, not for anything good, at least.
I wasn't a rising star. I might have been rising, but I wasn't a rising star.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
fun.
I was like, wow, way to raise the bar, guys. Raise the bar. Okay, and you have a do-gooder for us this month. I'm loving this. I'm just going to take a back seat and relax. Lori's got it.
I love it. I love it. So there's another podcast in our industry. Of course, there's other podcasts in our industry. It's not just the rundown, but it's called Branding Banter. And your host of that, Jeff Franklin, Sarah Goshgarian Unruh, Steve McFadden, and Meg Erber. And they did an emergency podcast for the hurricane Helene that hit North Carolina and the surrounding areas, and it's devastating. So 25 counties were declared a national emergency. And to put this in perspective, there's only 100 counties. So it's 25% of the state that was declared a national emergency. I mean, took houses down, boats. The pictures are horrible. So Steve McFadden actually went on the ground, and he's our do-gooder. He's creating awareness. He's on the ground trying to provide supplies, food where he can, helping out. This is still fairly new. I haven't seen if PPAI or someone in our industry has come out with an official fund, if you will, for companies in our industry that are impacted by this. But Brian Dieseroth, who we know, we mentioned him because he just got a promotion as well. And I literally just spoke to him probably a day before it happened. And his wife and two beautiful girls are without electricity. They are cooking on a propane stove outside.
It's been
for a week.
No electricity. Yeah.
So, gosh, our hearts and prayers go out to all these people that are impacted. And Brian, what a trooper you are. And you know what? Your girls will look back on this because I've seen pictures on social media of them out, like, making their food and just trying to make the best of it. And without veering too much, when I lost my home in 2005 to a flood, to a disaster, Lucas was 2. And I tried to make it the best experience for him that we were camping. And, you've got to do that for your children, right? Because otherwise you have 2 ways you can look at it. It's the world's crashing, or, you know what, let's make this a fun experience for the kids. So based on his social media, it looks like the girls are having fun. His wife, maybe not so much. But
at least the weather is somewhat decent. Like, it's not freezing cold and it's not blistering hot. So you can go outside. It's like when COVID hit and everyone was like, oh, we'll play games and be a family. So they're having that. He said that family time, that bonding time, that, there's no tablet time. Sorry, kids, cartoons are not on.
And he was saying,
save the juice on your cell phones, because if you have eventually you're going to run out of charging. I don't know where you go to keep charging stuff. Your car, I guess.
I don't know. So Mark, this is big for him considering the healthcare space he's in, but he's like, Lori, always have your devices charged, always. At bed, always have your devices charged, and have 2 to 3 backups. So power banks that are also charged. And this is before, he's like, you have to. This week Verizon went out. And
I heard that.
I'm on Verizon, so there was no phone calls coming in at all. There were no text messages coming in. Like, what do you do? So we walk through like an emergency plan if something like that was to happen. How do we communicate? So you've got WhatsApp, you've got FaceTime, or Facebook.
Carrier pigeon.
Facebook. Yes. Yeah. Could you fly 2 hours over to Gilbert and give Mark a message for me?
Let me get my pigeon in.
So it's super important. So I'll wrap that. It's super important to have your devices charged, because I know he posted on LinkedIn that he's like, I'm not calling anybody. I'm not using my phone. I've only got a little battery left. So crazy.
So I bought for both of the kids. I don't know if they put them in their car. I gave them to them as gifts. They're probably not in their car. But I bought them these little chargers that you can power with a USB, but they act as a flashlight, a phone charger, and something else. And if it runs out of juice, you can hand crank it to like create power.
Good.
So if they forget to charge it and they need it, or something happens and it's a major emergency, they'll just have to put some muscle behind it and crank it for a little bit, but it would give them enough power to like have a flashlight if they wrecked or have to power their phone for a little bit or something. So yeah, I'm big onto like making sure the kids have all these safety devices, like the things that crack your window, that cut your seatbelt.
Yes.
I would never want them to be in a situation where they're helpless, literally, without any tools. So
no, it's so good.
Goodies, but
no, it's good. Mark would be very proud of you. He gave me like a little schooling this week when Verizon went down. He's not on Verizon, but his Wi-Fi went out. So two different issues, right? So my Wi-Fi was good, but Verizon was like, it was wonky. He's like, he gave me a little schooling. He's like, you better know exactly what to do if there's an emergency and we're not together, how to reach each other. And you've got to make sure that you've got to, don't panic. You've got a clear head. I'm like, I got it. I got this.
I also have a first aid kit and an emergency kit in my car. And the emergency kit includes like a little pouch of water so that you have water and like random stuff. So, yep.
So important.
Always be prepared. Always be prepared.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Lori, I have been out of it because like I literally, when you travel, as you know, like I don't watch TV because you're in a different state and everything's on at a different time and I'm coming and going. And so I literally don't know anything because I have not watched regular TV for probably 2 solid weeks just because I've been on the road. But in terms of what to watch, I heard about a new trend that I am, I don't know if I'm all for it. In my personal life, I am. In my professional life, not so much. So the newest trend, what to watch, is boxers for women. And not just to wear as boxers, but people are wearing them as their pants.
I've seen that, but I thought it was just a kid being lazy.
So it's so funny. When we were at LDC, Jessica Roush Gibbons was going to teach a boxing class. And I was like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't bring workout clothes. She's like, did you read the email? I was like, no, of course not. It was all the way at the bottom. I didn't read about morning activities. I was like, plus I'm not a morning person. But I was like, all I have is what I sleep in. And those are boxer shorts that I literally stole from my husband. And me and my daughter stole his boxers. And that's what we sleep in. I was like, I can walk around in those. But now I hear it's actually a fashion trend. And celebrities are wearing them out and about. There was an article like one of the Jenner girls and Kristen Stewart were wearing them. And high-end fashion are putting boxer shorts back on the runway as part of their outfits.
Okay, so these people have so much money. Why? So I'm going to go way back, Amelia. I used to teach in boxers when I taught aerobics and step classes. I would teach in boxers and like roll them up. And that's, when I was young and cute little thing. But I have seen, and again, I just thought like, oh, the kids are just being lazy. They're on summer break. I have not seen, I'm gonna have to pay attention to this trend. And if you don't mind, there's another trend that I just was told about yesterday.
Ooh, what is
They're
it?
calling them a broccoli haircut, that all the kids, all the boys are doing the same haircut. It's like broccoli, like it's they shave it like right here down and it's all over the place. It's called like a broccoli haircut.
I didn't know it was called that, but
I don't think it is.
Boys' haircuts right now are stupid.
Yes.
Just gotta say, I try to have some inside of my son's hair. He keeps it a little long, but it's not curly. But all these mullets, I'm sorry, they were stupid in the 80s and they're stupid now. Please do not let your child walk around with a mullet.
No.
They're major regrets. You're gonna have major regrets when you go back and look at the pictures. I know men in their 40s and 50s now that had them back then, and they're like, what was I thinking? And I'm like, now they're letting their kids do it. And I'm like, stupid still. And in 20 years from now, it'll be stupid still. So don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do regrets. No. Anyhow, I will find a picture on our next episode, but their kids are walking around, and again, I am not around children anymore, really. Like, all the kids are grown, right? But now I need to start paying attention because somebody brought it up to me. Like, have you seen these high school kids and these kids, the haircuts, they're all the same. They all look the same, and they all look horrible.
Yep. It's bad.
It's bad.
I do remember in high school wearing, which my daughter does it once in a while, like wearing pajama bottoms to school. But I do remember in high school wearing boxer shorts. We had just we would stitch the crotch shut so you wouldn't have to worry about because we're boys. But wear that in a t-shirt to school. It was like us rebelling, like we're just going to wear pajamas to school and they can't do anything about it.
So cute. I think it's fun. So when I played 20 years of soccer, and my mom got so mad at me. Because I would wear sweats every day to school. That's all I would wear. Why? I was going to be on the field, I would be on the field, within minutes, like at the end of the day for hours. And she's like, nobody's going to like you. You're unattractive. You're just wearing sweats. You're frumpy is the word, frumpy. Well, I think I turned out to be okay.
All the kids go through the phases, the leggings, the sweats, the shorts, the basketball shorts. It's always going to happen. Okay, Lori, what have I never done? Not a lot.
So this one is cute. And I have to tell you that this reminds me of fall and winter. Have you ever danced in the rain?
Oh, sure.
Have you really danced? Not like a little kid, like as an adult. I should preface that. As an adult, been out in the rain and just maybe even thrown your head back and let it pour on you, or walk in the rain.
Yeah, well, yes, as an adult, I used to, when the kids were little, I'd take them outside and we'd go splash around with our boots and jump in puddles and play in the rain and stuff like that. But I definitely remember as being 21 or older, so probably slightly inebriated, but yeah, being outside drinking, and when it would rain, just go out and run around in the rain and just, yeah.
So fun. I, as a little kid, did, but I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to grab Mark and we're going to dance in the rain. That's something I want to do. So
just make sure it's not lightning.
Yes.
The rain is fine. It's the lightning that you want to watch out for.
Yeah.
No, the rain is great. If you're not worried about your hair and all the stuff, you just go outside.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Especially if it's warm, when it's warm, it's a warm rain. Yeah.
Yes. So anyhow, this is my never have I ever. So I have not, but I'm going to as an adult. Yeah. I know I'm missing out.
All right. You're kind of I think of you you're a little granola-y. I feel
I'm very
you
granola-y.
have a little bit of hippie in you. I feel like you definitely dance naked in the rain sometime.
Maybe I don't remember. Maybe I don't remember it. But
I could just picture Lori at a festival in her young years out in California and just dancing in the rain.
But in California, it doesn't rain hardly at all. At least where I was, it hardly ever rained. Here we get monsoons, but I'm talking about the snow, the rain that's coming. I will be definitely walking in the rain and having a romantical, that's our word, a romantical time. Yeah.
Okay. You can just put the sprinkler on, the ones that go up in the air, and just pretend like it's raining if you want.
Oh, that's so funny.
Or set off a fire alarm. Just set off a fire thing and have the rain come down.
Yes. It's not the same because then you've got the noise. I just want to be with earth. I'll be barefoot. I just want to be grounded and I'll let you know when it happens. I'll take pictures.
Okay, please do. Please do.
Okay.
All right. Well, now you've all learned something. I guess I'm more hippie than Lori. I thought she was a hippie.
I am a hippie. I really am.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and thank you to our sponsor, Keystone. Be sure to go check them out at KeystoneOnline.com. They will get you covered for all of your upcoming holiday needs. No overs, fast production, rush available. connect for them for samples. And thank you for sharing do-getters. We want to hear more industry news. And tune in again for our next episode on October the 25th.
Crazy
and again,
Halloween.
Plug. We're selling out sponsorships, but there's still some left. So if you want to be a sponsor at Lori or I up, let us know.
I love it. And oh my gosh, Amelia, please feel better. I'll be checking on you, but I need you to feel better. That's horrible.
Me too.
Horrible.
I know. Okay, see you everybody. Bye.